Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm John F. Gately. You can call me Jack, and I'm joining you today from beautiful Plymouth, Massachusetts. Behind enemy lines in beautiful Plymouth, Massachusetts. It is a beautiful day here in Plymouth, but we have a situation here of hypocrisy. We have our own French Laundry, London breed, no mask wearing, rules for you but not for me, or however that old English saying goes. And it happened at the Massachusetts Association of School Committees last Friday. I've got my notes right here, looking forward to bringing you this story. So the Massachusetts Association of School Committees had a big 3-day conference down the Cape in Hyannis, a big conference center down there, at which they had the Education Commissioner from Massachusetts, Mr. Jeff Riley, as the keynote speaker. And I'll be dropping some still photography that came from Twitter and Facebook and Instagram as we're doing this video. And when you see these pictures here, you'll notice that they're not wearing masks. They're not wearing masks at this event. Not wearing masks at this event. And the irony, of course, is that Commissioner Riley, who is the keynote speaker, had just recently, in October, in the middle of October, extended the mask requirement for school children here in Massachusetts until the middle of January. Now, technically, there's a way out of it if you get 80% of your children in a school building to be vaccinated. Only 9 school buildings in the entire state have qualified for that, and not even all 9 of those have actually taken the opportunity. In fact, in Massachusetts, the adult population isn't even at 80% vaccination. So the chances that you're going to get a school building vaccinated to that rate at any time soon is slim to none.
Tonight, school districts are on notice. Students and staff will have to cover up until mid-January of 2022. The Education Secretary says extending the mask requirement in all K-12 schools will allow time for the elementary school population to receive the COVID-19 vaccine.
But there's no way they're going to hit 80%. So this is basically like masks forever in public schools here in Massachusetts. And the irony of this, of course, is this past summer, the Governor Baker, who's not really a Republican, he's actually more popular with Democrats than he is with Republicans. And this is coming from somebody who I used to support Baker significantly, but no, I'm done. And this summer he said, well, school districts should make this decision on their own. And these teachers' unions got very upset about that, and they ended up pressuring so much because they started to lose battles at local school districts. They weren't prepared to face parents on the local school district level, and they were going to lose. So they pressured Baker so hard that Baker actually flip-flopped on this, and then he instituted this mask mandate for schools statewide unless you hit this 80%, which is effectively, except for a trace amount of schools, unachievable. So then he put Riley into administer it. It's been extended now twice, I think. And so here you have Riley speaking at the conference, no mask. Now, theoretically, when you're speaking in front of folks, giving a presentation, you don't have to wear a mask because that's when you're least likely to spray particulate or aerosol, right? When you're speaking in front of a large group, you're much less likely to spread a virus, right? So it makes sense that as he's speaking at the lecture in there, he doesn't have a mask on, right? But why is all the people in the conference room no mask? In fact, the best picture, I'm going to drop this one in again, I'm not sure if I dropped it in before, from the superintendent of Marshfield Public Schools, just a short distance up the highway here. A great wide-angle shot of basically nobody wearing masks at the event. And because here we're in Massachusetts, is this hypocrisy picked up by anybody in the media? This would be a good story. This story writes itself for, say, any reporter worth their salt, any mainstream reporter. But only one blog, I think I'll include the link in the description. Only one blog that I could find, has written about this. Although there have been some tweets, some limited tweets on the Twitterverse, on the Tweety Bird. But not much. Only one blog. You would think that this could be a front page story. All these teachers, all these superintendents, all these school committee members, Massachusetts Association of School Committees, so school committee members mostly, at a conference, they're enforced. If the school committee members showed up at their local school and none of the kids had masks, they'd have a flip out. They would. Because it's the kids that are supposed to wear the masks, not the people that make the rules. The superintendent here from beautiful Plymouth, Kim Savory, actually, she just so happens that she also took a picture, pretty good picture here, I'll put it back up again, no masks. Why didn't she stand up? Why didn't any of these people stand up and say, we all should put our masks on? Why not? Well, you know why. Because the rules are for them. Right when I was getting to my conclusion. The rules are for our kids. The rules are for my kids. They're not for them that enforce them. Some people are more equal than others, and you know who they are.